Yeah, Topflyght TV, man. We in here with Stepp God. What's going on, big dog?
What's going on? What's going on, boss?
Ain't too much, man. Glad to have you on the platform.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, man, look, before we get into it, I wanna, before we go too far, I wanna, ask you a couple questions. Where you from, bro?
Well, I'm originally from Brooklyn, but my background is from Jamaica. So,
Okay.
Brooklyn, New York, big up, Flatbush, the squad.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up in Brooklyn, New York?
It's like, I would say like excitement, very, like everything is local. It's not like right now I'm in West Virginia areas, so it's like everything is kind of like in distance. Everything was close, you know what I mean? Everything was fun. Everybody was in arm's reach. You didn't have to go too far to kind of like reach out to people, you know what I mean? But it was definitely fun. My childhood was fun, manhunt, different things, we all grew up doing, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was childish activities and we grew into adult activities. It was just, Brooklyn is Brooklyn. We all know. If you're from there, you know what's up.
Yeah. You have any celebrities come from around your neighborhood or close?
Growing up, I guess like Shaggy was in my neighborhood, Busta Rhymes was in my neighborhood. Like those are the artists I heard growing up, you know what I mean? Like Spraga Benz, you know what I mean? Certain people like that. Like not too many, like I think Safari come from my neighborhood too, actually. You know what I mean? Like, but it's definitely a lot of people from Flatbush that, you know what I mean, is in the business right now. But those are the names I heard growing up.
Right. So you say you were in West Virginia now. You living in West Virginia or you commute back and forth?
I commute back and forth, I have I work out there, so I go back and forth. I have a truck business that I'm working with too, so, and aside from the music, I do a trucking business, so, yeah.
Okay. So was it a culture shock going into West Virginia?
Definitely. One, it's like, I could say, thinking about going to even a place like West Virginia, most people think of it like, yo, it's racist, it's like, and most places is, you get what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted, like, you're gonna encounter racism everywhere you go, but I feel like how you carry yourself would also reflect on everywhere you go, you get what I'm saying? So, me being in West Virginia, I kind of took away that what's the word I'm looking for? Like, took away that stereotype that it's racist, but, approached life with a more, humble approach to see that people is nice out there. And I actually like it because it reflects like a Caribbean background, like you in the country in Jamaica somewhere, you get fresh air and you don't got to be in everybody's face.
Yeah. So what part of West Virginia you commuting from?
Well, right now it's Martinsburg area, and I go back and forth to Brooklyn, to see my family, of course, mother, siblings, sisters is in Jersey.
Hell yeah. So, we got to tell the people that, what you got going on. Me and you work together, man. A very talented artist, man.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on in the music scene. I want to touch on the music for a minute. How did you get into music, first and foremost, and who were your influences?
Well, it's like, at first I didn't even know I had the talent, like honestly. When I first got into the music situation, it was like, I loved music so much growing up, like, I guess like that creative side of me never came out of me until I went to prison, and I went to prison. I ended up in the box for fighting and all that, and that's when I wrote my first song. I said, I'm gonna try to write my first song, and I came out with a song and people liked it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep up with this. And this was like 2007. But in the same process of that, me doing that, like I was in and out of prison, you know what I mean? Stopping, like certain things stopped me from kind of continuing my creative craft until now where I started to pursue it. And now I'm in a space where I met you, you know what I mean? Did a couple videos, did the other interviews, did on stage shows with others like people like Safari, Egyptian, you know what I'm saying? Other artists. So it's like, I'm on my journey now, you know what I mean? Like the race is not for the quick, but those who can endure. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
That's a fact. So What artists did you listen to growing up? Who really influenced you? Like, who made you want to jump into the rap game?
So, like, I wouldn't even say like rappers.
Yeah, yeah.
It was more like a reggae thing where, like I'm more like a cultural person. So I would say like Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying? Buju Banton, those artists, Sizzler, you know what I'm saying? Those are the artists that kind of like got me through my prison sentence. You get what I'm saying? Dennis Brown, you know what I mean? Like Garnet Silk, those is like those type of people, like reading books about Garvey, Marcus Garvey and stuff like that. Those are the things that kind of inspired me, like what they would call, society would call rebellious behavior, but people, for me, it was people standing up for their rights and preaching, you know, righteous things to the world.
Nah, absolutely. Speaking of reggae artists, real quick, Vibes Cartel recently came home.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Vibes fan? How'd you feel about that when you saw that?
Shit, shout out Vibes Cartel, man. Yeah, of course, the dog off of there road. Free world boss. You get me? But it ain't even no but. The dog is a talented artist, you know, dancer, you know what I'm saying? That it's nothing going around that, you know what I mean? Anybody would like to be in the light and have the skill he has, you know what I'm saying? To say, personally, I don't know him personally, so I don't know, you know what I mean? His character as a personal person, but definitely as an artist, the man tough. Ain't no going around that.
Yeah. So let me ask you, because I'm just genuinely curious, who, if anybody, would be considered like the reggae dance hall, the Jay-Z of reggae dance hall? Is there anybody that's like really that dude, you know what I'm saying, that you can compare to a Jay-Z?
I could say, like, I don't know, I could say like, it's like, I don't think you could compare just one. You know what I mean? Because I think it's a time period. Like everybody has their time period. You know what I mean? Whether it's 3 months, you know, they get their time of fame. But it's like I said, the race is not for the quick, but who can endure. Mm-hmm. So to say like right now, that's in living legendary stages is a person like Cartel. Honestly, like just for how his life, his history. You know what I mean? Like from music to prison to freedom. And now, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no telling what he could accomplish now. You know what I mean? So it's like people like that you got to look out for. You know what I mean? So I can't really say because I'm still, you know, we all living legends to me.
Right. So being an artist,
mm-hmm.
were you? First, I want to ask you, did you always want to do reggae? Was that something, or did you ever dabble in rap?
So like, I started off like on how would I say, like a reggae vibe, where it's like, the first song I wrote was like a song because I was involved in the Rasta culture, you know, Rastafari culture, you know what I'm saying? But it's in my heart same way, but it's just like a...
Tell us about that real quick before you go deep. What's the Rastafari culture?
Well, it's like, I was in an unorthodox church in prison as well, you know what I'm saying? And it's about like, you know, Haile Selassie, you know what I'm saying? Him being the might of the Trinity. And just understanding the process of like, you know, Tafari McKinnon to Rastafari and Haile Selassie. But, you know, this is a lot of teachings that probably like got erased from my brain in a sense, but like it goes down to teachings of love, you know what I'm saying? Peace, unity, and just us becoming one as one people, you know what I'm saying? Regarding color or race, it's just us as one people. So that's where the Rasta color movement is all about. Okay. So in the process of me writing my first song, that's what I was singing about, and I was like, we all fi stand up and chant. Rasta no mix up with the dirty Babylon. Them see we, them want to see we fall. Rasta no mix up with the, you see me? So it's like that energy there, that's what I was promoting, you know what I'm saying, back then. And you know, it's still like something I still push, you know what I'm saying, because it's still instilled in me, but I also kind of learned how people listen to music, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made me want to dibble and dabble into different genres such as rap, Spanish, even country now, you know what I mean? So it's like...
You gotta talk about that too.
Yeah, so it's like I kind of like try to, and it might not be the genre itself, but it's me showing my version of what I'm hearing. You get what I'm saying? To my fans and my people that would like to be fans in the future.
So where the name, okay, so we got Stepp Life Records
Mm-hmm.
that going on. Where did you get your name Stepp God from?
So Stepp God was like a name that, Stepp Life, let's talk about that. Stepp Life was created first. So Stepp Life was a name that me and my brethren created because we was just, people that travel, you know what I'm saying? So we looked at it like, yo, we could travel anywhere and make it, you know what I'm saying? Travel, land anywhere and make it, like Rolling Stones. However, so we created the acronym, or I created the acronym called Striving Through Every Position Possible, Living Your Fears Endlessly. So, which is basically approaching life with, you know what I'm saying, like fearlessly. Like you don't want to, like fear can take away a lot from you actually accomplishing things in life because of lack of knowledge. Sometimes you just don't know and you don't want to take the time to just learn before you approach something. However, Stepp God came from basically that same name, which is me being the God of Stepp Life. You know what I'm saying? Like my friend, he called himself Top Stepper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got Star Stepper. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
And
out
I'm
Star
Stepp God. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out my dog Star Stepper. He a part of the team too. But that's another thing, like, yeah, my name is striving through every position possible. Good over demons, God over devil. So everything kind of come with an acronym for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as my counterparts and people that I deal with, as far as artists and my friends, they created their name just based off how they felt. They wanted to create their name. And they could explain that at a later date. But it's about me right now. So, yeah, Stepp God. So, yeah, so then I did a Spanish song, which I haven't released yet. A few of them. And right now, I did release a song called We Live and We Learn, which I want to do a video for. It's more like it's a country song, country vibe, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, basically I guess me being influenced by West Virginia, it kind of brought that idea about to, you know what I mean? Like, give them something they want to hear or give them something, a vibe they would like to listen to. So I just did a mixed genre of it, you know what I mean? Kind of rap, reggae, and country in all in one.
Yeah, so it's safe to say West Virginia kind of wore off on you a little bit.
Oh, definitely, definitely. It's a place that, like, I feel like, as long as you got your head on your shoulders, because you could never, like, you always got to stand on 10. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere you at. You don't want you don't want to go nowhere and adapt to their ways if it's not conducive to where you're going in life. You know what I mean? Because people would drain you, pull you down, and take you off course. And you just got to always have your head on your shoulders.
Right. Industry, music. Let me ask you, being an artist, what struggles have you ran into as far as pushing your music, as far as marketing and promotion, and just navigating through this game that we call a music industry? What struggle may stand out to you the most?
For me right now, for me personally, is lack of consistency. You gotta be consistent when it comes to this music thing. It's like consistent with Instagram, TikTok, people seeing you, people understanding you, people talking to you. It's like these are things that you have to interact. You know what I mean? Even just putting out music sometimes is not enough because people still need to see you performing. You get what I'm saying? So I say, like, my priority right now is to get back on the scene, shake hands with the right people and, you know what I'm saying, get on the right shows and do what I have to do to be seen, and I take it from there. However, even in that realm, you still have to understand, like, the foundational business of people that you're going to get yourself involved with and their intentions for you and your music. So it's also good to have a right team, you know what I'm saying, that can go in the door with you so that you don't have to be exposed to the, nonsense of the industry.
Right, absolutely. You ever work with any national artists?
I worked with Vado.
Vado, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him did a song together. Actually, we did 2 songs. I just haven't released the other one. But
What's the song? What's the name of the song?
the first song is Amazing. And I didn't make a title for the second song, but Amazing is out on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's Stepp God featuring Vado. And we talking about money. The video is also on YouTube too.
Okay. So I know you real heavy. A lot of the weekends I look on my Instagram, I see a flyer from you. Every damn week, dog. My man parties. Dog.
Nah, that's a fact. But
talk to me about the parties and what your involvement is and just the whole culture of it, dog. Because it looks like you just, it's something you love to do and something you love to promote, things of that nature, man. Tell us about these parties, man.
Definitely. Like, how I even started to do the parties is basically because of my music. So, like other artists, if you're hearing this too, you know what I mean? Like, I reach out to artists to book them for shows and stuff like that so that, you know, we both could basically have we both could eat out of the situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got your fans already, you're gonna get paid, you know what I mean? People is gonna come out to see you and I'm gonna perform as well, open up the show and help perform. So that's how I started to look at the promoting situation as far as like just me doing parties. Like, all right, I'm gonna bring the artist, I'll perform with the artist, and their fans will get to know me as well in the process of us making money. So that's how I looked at it. And you know, as time came, you know, I became committed over time because I have this pool party every year called Friend Splash, and you know, people love it off. So I just kept doing it every year. And this was the 3rd year, but I turned it into a wet foam. So, you know, next year we're gonna see what the years come. But this December I might do a birthday party. Who knows? My birthday is December 4th. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm more focused on like bringing artists, and that's the reason I do basically promotion and parties.
Gotcha. Hey man, look, I noticed just being in the West Virginia area, it's a lot of parties I've been to. A lot of people travel from NYC down to these parties, and even in DC.
Yeah.
They'll come. NYC people have no problem coming down to DC or traveling for a party.
Yeah.
What's that about, man? Is that like a thing, or what is that?
I would say, like, you know, most people, they always trying to do something like have excitement, you know what I mean? So I would say like the excitement sometimes is okay in New York, especially, but it's like something you probably doing on a regular. But when you come out in this country area and you just see like people cooking outside and doing this, it's like you get a Caribbean vibe. And most of the people that I'm around is Caribbean too, or come from Caribbean background. So when it's like you in a whole nother country sometimes, you know what I mean? Being in this same country. So that's why they get to enjoy that type of energy. They like, oh, the air is fresh. They ain't got a whole bunch of buses and trains, you know, in the atmosphere. So it's definitely like a getaway for a lot of people, because they definitely come to my parties from New York.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So I want to ask something a little off topic, man. This is like a forever trending topic. I want to get your take on this. The 50-50 thing. You going 50-50 with your girl, or you paying all the bills, man?
I guess it depends on the circumstance, because not everybody is in that position. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
what are you going to do? Are you paying
oh,
50-50,
me?
or are you paying for everything?
Like, it being in a position, I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? And however, I still want you to be in a position when I'm not in the position to take care of everything. You can help me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm just taking care of you. I have to be secure that what I'm taking care of can also take care of me. You get what I'm saying? And that's it.
No, you definitely said that, man. You know, I can dig, paying for everything. But if something ever was to happen to my bag, man, I need to know that it's going to be reciprocated.
Reciprocated, yeah.
So I can definitely dig that, man. Yeah. So back to the music. How many albums do you have that you completed that are out right now? How many albums you got
I have never completed an album. I have never done an album. I've only just singles.
Singles,
Yeah.
okay.
So I've really like said I would just focus on singles until like a single actually go. You know what I mean? And then I'll make my EP as far as like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I have enough songs that can, you know what I'm saying? As long as I've marketed it the right way and put it in the right hands, it will go where it needs to be. You know what I mean? It's just, the industry is definitely like how can I say, like a pick and choose. So you got to know who you know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, TikTok and these other platforms are still platforms that can, you know, bridge the gap between those things.
Yeah.
Because it's really like following too. You know what I mean? Your followers have to be 50K and better, you know, and these are the things that before you walk into a label, this is what they're gonna ask you, you know what I mean? This is what they're paying attention to, your social media platform, how you operate on that platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact. So let me ask you, as far as the music goes, what would be the perfect deal for Stepp God? I know we talk about deals and signing and getting on and things. You know, would you sign a 360 deal?
No. I just want a distribution. That's it. Like, I kind of have I have my team, you know what I mean? The distribution deal, and that would put me in a position to, you get what I'm saying? Like, get my music everywhere I need it to be, and, you know, we could eat that way.
That seems like that's the way nowadays. Being independent,
Yeah.
you know, getting those big margins back, not having to pay a label, you know, a whole bunch of money back, and being free.
Somebody has to get paid though, so it's not like saying, like, you don't want to pay, you know what I mean?
Facts.
It's just how, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be raped, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Indeed.
like, I want it to be, you know, fair exchange, no robbery.
Right. What you think about the industry, the music scene in West Virginia? What's that like?
Well, there's a lot of people out there actually that's talented, but I feel like what they involved with is kind of like taking them away from their talent, you know what I mean? Like, how I could say it's like daily life situations is kind of taking people away from, you know, their creativity, you know what I'm saying? Daily hardships. And some people can't work through those hardships. They don't know how to write in those hardships or create in those hardships. They just shut down, you know what I mean? So I could see a lot of that going on, you know what I mean? There's no support in West Virginia. Because who's saying West Virginia in the rap game? Think about it. And that's part of my plan in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Coming from Brooklyn to West Virginia to even just say West Virginia, you know what I mean? Like, yo, and build a whole little situation out there where it's like, even though they go to Morgantown, they ain't coming to Martinsburg. Morgantown is where the college is, you know? So, and Martinsburg is where, it's a little town, but it's like 3 different states in the area. It's a lot that can happen there.
What do you think that it'll take for Martinsburg or West Virginia? What do you think it'll take for an artist to put it on the map?
Man, can't be no sucker. One, fuck. Word, cause they got a lot of sucker niggas out there still. I ain't gonna hold you. But, you know what I'm saying? If your resume clean, bro, just go for it. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out here stepping, you know what I'm saying? If we could link up, you know what I'm saying, do something together, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram and DM me. We could get something doing.
Have you ever, or are you interested in doing like hooks? You know, in hip hop, man, that's a classic thing, is to get a reggae hook, reggae artist to do the hook. Is that something you've done? Is that something you are interested in doing?
Yeah, I've done it before, but okay. I don't really like linking up with people like randomly no more, because niggas just be doing shit and parking it. So because I've released music and I got it out, it's like I don't want to be able to just sit there and listen to it in my phone because you ain't doing music no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I really take heed to people who be doing that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah. So speaking of not doing music anymore, I could tell, man, and I may be wrong, but I could tell you actually love what you do.
Yeah, man.
Opposed to just trying to get on and get famous and look cool and shit, you know what I'm saying? I can tell that even, you know, as you grow older, dog, you still are going to do music regardless because it's something that you love to do. And I think that's one thing that's lacking, you know, especially in the local scene. You know what I'm saying? People give up, they get discouraged because they gotta, you know, pay for this, pay for that, and things aren't moving fast enough, so they kind of like give up. But when you love what you do, man, it's something that you always gonna want to be involved with. I think that's dope, man. I think a lot more artists need to really follow after that, man.
Then people be in the way too, bro. Feel me?
About
People that don't even love the music, they in the way for monetary gain. I get it. You get what I'm saying? But you in the way, bro. You feel me? Because half the time you talking fuckery. But it's like, one, I can't knock somebody for getting their bag, because somebody's gonna listen. But at the same time, it's like, John, like, we need to kind of filter our ears too. Because if you listen to fuckery, you're gonna do fuckery. You know what I mean? And that's just the bottom line to it.
No, that's deep. That's deep. That's what it is. Yeah. What you put in is what you get out. What you put in your spirit.
Yep, you gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like, enough of the girl have no ideas. They wondering why they in a toxic situation. You feel me? But y'all listen to toxic music. Y'all give toxic reactions. You get what I'm saying? What you expect. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna go into that though.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cause you a very wise brother, dog. You very wise from what I've gathered throughout the years, man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's a lot of toxicity, man, especially on that social media and like you said, the music and you just said something, you know, we listen to toxic things, especially the women. We listen to, especially right now.
What?
The rap game, the rap game right now, man, is, you know, shout out to all the ladies, man, that's really doing their shit, man. But I never thought I'd see a time where.
Shout out all the ladies.
Yeah, shout out all the ladies.
And regardless, y'all could be going through it right now, but eventually, most of y'all pick yourselves up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, real deal. As far as the rap game goes, how do you feel about the state of the rap game? You know, the women are at the top. That's not ain't debatable right now. The women are at the top. How do you feel about the message that's being carried out here right now?
Shit, honestly, I don't even be listening. Like, really, after that booty hole brown and all that, like, I was just like, okay, they getting explicit. But not even, no disrespect to Sexy Red either, you know what I'm saying? Like, she a vibe. And that's really what it is. Like, a lot of people be vibes, you feel me? And people don't be paying attention to what they say out of their mouth, but they be vibes. So it's like, you just rock with it. But at the same time, I'm like, what? Nah. Certain things, I don't know if it's my ears getting old or what, but certain things I just can't listen to. It don't make sense to me. Word. I'm sitting here thinking like all the toxicity, like damn, females, but they got some intelligent females that would stand on their own, stand on their ground, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't being like disrespectful to themselves, even if they listen to the music, you know what I'm saying? They know how to carry their energy same way, but these young kids, they don't know, they don't understand. They think, it's just like me growing up. Like when you cleaning the house, it's different from you actually running the house. You get what I'm saying? Like your parents used to tell you when to go cut the grass and all this stuff. You feel me? Like now you running your own house. You gotta be aware of when the grass needs to cut, when you can't let it go too high, what you gotta do to get rid of weeds. You know what I'm saying? These are things that like the descriptive part of it, like you being, like everybody wanna be an adult so fast and don't know like the descriptive part of being an adult. You get what I'm saying? They miss shit. And the world ain't here to teach you no more. They just saying get money. Go get money and pay somebody to do it. But it's a system. Because somebody gonna come here and just undermine you. That person that's doing it gonna undermine you.
Absolutely. Well, so, you know, what advice would you give to the local artists or artists that you know, artists out here trying to elevate their career? What advice would you give them?
Advice, I would say like, yo, keep going. One, the thing about the internet, it's like you never know when, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might just click on your shit and your shit just shoot, you know what I'm saying? It's all about consistency. I can't stress that enough. Like, you could be putting out trash, but, and not even say, I don't want to say trash, but it's just things that you put out. It's like something that you say. Express yourself, you know what I'm saying? Daily. Put something out, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm surprised that I haven't really even got myself this far yet when I could actually have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I could go on TikTok and be live all day, but I like to smoke, and they got too much banning things going on there. So it's like sometimes it's just, all right, I have to get in tune with the wave and get familiar. But yo, that's exactly what you got to do. Get in tune with the time and work with it. Market your music the right way. Get it on YouTube, get it on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go on BMI, you know what I'm saying, or ASCAP. Make sure you have a performance rights. Make sure you get your mechanical rights, song rights, whatever it is that you do, just make sure you have your rights and then push it, you know what I'm saying? Even sometimes you got to give money, you know what I'm saying? Pay somebody to push it for you on a streaming platform so people could get used to it. But it's definitely, and you got to invest in yourself. You got to do videos. It's money.
Invest. A lot of people understand it's an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So speaking of investment, man, what you got going on now, man? What is Stepp God working on? What can we expect to see from Stepp God in 2025?
Yeah, well, the ending of this year, I'm gonna put out some videos. I have done a video, I actually got a video that I should have put out a couple of months ago with a legendary artist by the name of Horace Andy. You know, he allowed me to remix his song, his biggest song, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Skylocking. So me and him did the video in Tivoli Gardens, you know what I'm saying, in Jamaica, and I want to release that soon as a, you know what I'm saying, me just reinventing myself, coming into, you know, coming back on the scene again, and then just start to consistently drop some new music, like then do the video with you, of course, with the cowboy, you know what I'm saying, and then drop some Spanish music.
Okay, tell me about the Spanish music. What's the motivation behind that?
Just trying to be different, you know what I'm saying? Like, I deadass went on Google and just was typing in the words I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, say, had it, listen to it, say it, and then, you know what I mean, went in the booth with it. And it was history. So I think anything you put your mind to, you could do. Like, if I listen to a Russian song, I'm probably sure I could make a Russian song mixed with some reggae, you know?
Yeah.
Just for the internationals. Word.
That's what it is, man. So tell the people where they can find you, all your socials.
Yeah, so I'm Stepp God, STEPP_GOD on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's just original on IG, but everywhere else is STEPP_GOD.
That's a bet, man. Anybody want to shout out? Anything else you want to put on the table?
Yeah, I want to shout out my team, you know, shout out Topflyght and TV. You already know. Thank you for the opportunity. Shout out all the artists, you know, my local artists that I know in West V. You know what I'm saying? Star Stepper, my dogs in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? DK, West V. And, you know, everybody following the movements, you know what I mean? I got my internet, my website is also up. You know what I mean? SteppLifeRecords.com. So you can find me and my other artists up there, as well as I'm going to also be having these hats and other clothing. So you could also check this out in the future.
Let's go.
Peace.
All right, big dog. Appreciate you coming through, man. Tap in with you. We out.
Appreciate it.
Been on my grind, I've been hustling on my life. I'm on the road to riches, gotta make my family ride. I met a few bitches, I done gave a little pie. They blowing up my line, but I ain't wasting wasting no time. We live and we learn, regardless of the riches and the fame. Ain't never mixing up in no lanes. We live and we learn, met a few bitches pushing pain. I left and she ain't never been the same. We live and we learn, cold a case with my code.